It isn't just your own personal reaction. And the only way you can do that, is to see the work of scientists around the world.
David Attenborough is an English broadcaster, natural historian, actor, TV producer, presenter, environmentalist, screenwriter, and writer. He's best known for writing and presenting, in conjunction with the BBC Natural History Unit, the 9 natural history documentary series featuring The Life Collection, a comprehensive survey of animal and plant life on Earth. Attenborough was a senior manager at the BBC, having served as controller of BBC Two and director of programming for BBC Television in the 1960s and 70s. His filmography as writer, presenter, and narrator spans 8 decades. It includes Zoo Quest, Natural World, Wildlife on One, the Planet Earth franchise, The Blue Planet, and its sequel. He's the only person to have won BAFTAs in all of the categories: black and white, color, high definition, 3D, and 4K resolutions.
The atmosphere would be depleted from oxygen tomorrow. If there were no trees around, we would suffocate.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is David Frederick Attenborough, but is also known as Sir David. He was born on May 8, 1926 in Isleworth, Middlesex, England, making him age 95 at the time of this production. He stands 1.78 meters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. He always packs with him the same clothes, chinos, and a blue shirt. The star sign of David is Taurus, and he weighs approximately 70 kilograms. The color of his eyes is dark brown, and David's hair is gray. Attenborough considers himself an agnostic. He's explained that he feels the evidence all over the planet clearly shows evolution to be the best way to explain the diversity of life, and that, as far as he's concerned, if there's a supreme being, then he chose organic evolution as a way of bringing into existence the natural world. In a live Q&A with the BBC, Sir David revealed the answer we've all been waiting for. The animal he'd most like to be is a sloth. He's a huge fan of country singer Emmylou Harris. Sir David Attenborough's accolades aren't limited to the natural world. Believe it or not, he was also responsible for introducing snooker coverage to the telly in the mid-1960s. As the controller of BBC Two, he made it his mission to bring color to the UK's TV sets before any other country in Europe. And after first televising Wimbledon in color, he pioneered the broadcast of snooker to showcase the advantages of color television. According to Attenborough, improving women's rights around the world is an effective way to limit our birth rate. He said that anyone who thinks that you can have an infinite growth in a finite environment is either a madman or an economist. He's a patron of the Optimum Population Trust, a group seeking to cut the growth in the human population. Sir David holds an incredible 32 honorary degrees from universities all over the UK. That's more than anyone else, beating Nobel Prize winners, Olympians, and world leaders. His degrees were awarded to him by universities including the likes of Oxford, Durham, Cambridge, and most recently Queen's, to acknowledge his mammoth contribution to science and education. In 1950, David married Jane Elizabeth Ebsworth Oriel. The couple has 2 children together, including Robert and Susan. Their son Robert is a senior lecturer at bioanthropology for the School of Archaeology and Anthropology at the Australian National University. And Susan is a retired primary school headmistress. Unfortunately, Jane Elizabeth died in 1997. Currently, David is single.
That was interesting, wasn't it? That was the highest temperature. Good Lord. Oh, well, that's the end of that. Not at all. Waited. Wait another few months. Wait another year.
He was born to Mary and Frederick Attenborough, the principal of the University College Leicester. At a young age, he became interested in collecting fossils, stones, and natural specimens. He was educated at the Wigston Grammar School for Boys. In 1945, he won a scholarship to Clare College of Cambridge University, where he obtained a degree in natural sciences. In 1947, he was called up for national service in the Royal Navy and spent 2 years stationed in North Wales and the Firth of Forth. After his stint in the Navy, he joined the BBC in 1952 and subsequently became a producer for the Talks department. His earliest projects included a series titled Animal, Vegetable, Mineral, and Song Hunter. A 3-part series, The Pattern of Animals, led to a series about an animal collecting expedition. ZooQuest was first broadcast in 1954 and became the first of his many Natural History Unit productions under BBC. Following the establishment of the BBC Natural History Unit in 1957, he formed the Travel and Exploration Unit to help him front ZooQuest, as well as Travelers, Tales, and Adventure series. In the early 1960s, he resigned from BBC to study social anthropology at the London School of Economics, but returned to BBC as controller of BBC Two. In 1965, he became the controller of BBC Two. He included music, arts, entertainment, archaeology, experimental comedy, travel, drama, sport, business, science, and natural history in the schedule. In 1967, when BBC Two began its color broadcast, he introduced televised snooker and the BBC Two floodlit trophy to television. In 1969, he was promoted as Director of Programs, responsible for the output of both BBC channels. However, he denied the opportunity and returned to his first love, which is broadcasting. In 1975, he presented the Tribal Eye, The Explorers, and Fabulous Animals. Life on Earth and the Living Planet, broadcast in the 70s, were researched and broadcast using computer technology, thereby etching his name in broadcasting history and generating huge international sales for the BBC. In the early 1990s, he presented Life in the Freezer and The Private Life of Plants. The latter used time-lapse photography to show the sped-up version of the growth of plants. The Life of Mammals, broadcast in 2002, used low-light and infrared cameras to reveal the behavior of nocturnal mammals. Life in the Undergrowth exploited macro photography to capture the natural behavior of very small creatures. Attenborough was a key figure in the build-up to the 2021 United Nations Climate Change Conference and gave a speech at the opening ceremony. In his speech, he stated that humans were the greatest problem solvers to have ever existed on Earth, and spoke of his optimism for the future, finishing by saying, "In my lifetime, I've witnessed a terrible decline. In yours, you could and should witness a wonderful recovery."
Thrilled, excited, supported, inspired by the natural world. And they realise that they are not apart from it. They are part of it.
David's bank account started building up when this man worked in the Royal Navy, and his services as a director, producer, presenter, and publisher have helped him earn millions of dollars. He has a net worth of $35 million. Sir David owns a house in Richmond, London, where he currently lives. During an interview with The Telegraph, David called his home his favorite place on the planet. David's hallway has wooden paneled walls with an inbuilt shelving unit with glass shelves where David displays vases and hand-painted plates. The exterior of the building, meanwhile, is painted a vibrant lilac with white window frames and a gray tiled roof. An animal theme is also apparent in a rhino-shaped stone seat that David has on the patio area of his garden. Sir David does not own a car since he never passed his driving test.